Okay, how's everyone doing today? Okay, this is a new video, and I'm starting to upgrade more videos to YouTube. So tonight I'm going to talk about some of the things I discovered about setting up a YouTube channel, some tips and tricks that were taught to me that I hope that I'll be able to do for my YouTube channel. One of the tips and tricks, number one, if you're going to start having a podcast, make YouTube videos or stuff like that, I had a speaking engagement today, and they only gave me 5 minutes to get up and speak, and I just couldn't say everything that I wanted to say. So today I'm going to talk about what I really wanted to say, and talk about podcasting. Now, if you're going to set up a podcast, one of the things that I was told, number one, you have to be totally committed. It requires total commitment. You got to be totally faithful to your audience, your fans. They're your fans. They're the ones who watch your videos, they hit the like button, and whatever. You got to be totally dedicated to your fan base. And so, it requires complete commitment. Your fans need to know where and when to find you. Johnny Carson, you knew where and when to find him. You know he's going to come on KY3 every night at 10:30. You know who his guests were going to be. That's awesome. So if you're going to do a live stream event, do it same time, same place. Like they asked Jeremiah, when are you going to do your Facebook Lives? Facebook Live every Friday night at 7 o'clock. Like clockwork. You got to be there. Like clockwork. And that's the time slot that I chose. So now Friday nights at 7, once I said it, I got to be totally committed. And I got to follow through. Ready or not, we launch. Ready or not, you go on the air. And you got to come up with content. So it requires commitment, content. You have to be consistent. Same time, same place every week. It requires continuity, branding. Okay, this shirt that I'm wearing, the patriotic artwork. I created all this artwork, by the way. I own all the copyrights and trademarks and whatever and whatnot. So you have to have a gimmick. You have to have a certain look, certain image, and please don't copycat other people. Like if I was to shave my head and go bald like Joe Rogan, I'd be called out and say you're imitating Joe Rogan. So you gotta have to have your own brand, your own shtick, and your own image. And for me, these are my copyrights. So you know what? It's my product. Right now I'm trying to build a website. I plan to start a Teespring store. I'm watching tutorials on how to set that up. Because all this costs money. The new video camera I'm looking at getting, I just got the Canon Mark II. Now I'm thinking about getting a Mark III because it's an upgrade for the Mark II because the Mark III has an external mic. I can add an external mic. I can do it to the Canon Mark II. It's just more trouble than it's worth. And it's bulky, and with the Mark III I can wear a lapel. All I do is add a little thing to it and I'm good to go. I mean, it's something I'm probably going to invest a good $600 in, and combined with the $600 I paid for this camera, altogether it's still a good investment. You say you're $1,200 for video cameras. Yeah, but I got two good video cameras, so I can set one up here, one up at another location, and it might help with my television studio that I'm building. So having a secondary camera is not a bad investment because, like I said, you'll be able to do different angles. It's a really neat trick to be able to do, as well as having dual monitors and picture-in-picture. So investing in a secondary camera, a lot of YouTubers and vloggers do that. So you want to, and I hope to have a better YouTube channel. I went from 40 subscribers to 160 subscribers. So I multiplied it 400% in the last year. And that's pretty good growth. I'm not going to complain. So I picked up 120 subscribers in the last year. That's a 400% growth. From 40 to 160. I am not complaining. It's just, I have to come up with content. And that's not always easy. You think, well, it's easy to sit in front of a microphone and have a podcast. No, it is not. Like I said, it requires timing. You're going to have to decide what kind of content you want. Now, some of these guys out there pick a specific field. Like I'm going to have a cooking channel or a fishing channel, a hunting channel. And that's all they do. And that's great. If people know where to find you, that's part of your brand. That's awesome. But for me, I started my YouTube channel years ago, but I didn't have a written plan for it. So for 13 years, I've had a YouTube channel. 13 years, no written plan. I put videos out there periodically just for fun. I really had no idea how to grow the channel. Now I'm getting tips and tricks, and I'm had to make a living doing it, so I'm going to have to be totally dedicated to putting out YouTube videos on a regular basis, as well as Facebook Live. I'm also on Spotify. I love the Spotify platform because it's strictly audio, and I can do a few things and just get away with a few more things. I mean, I don't care what I look like when I go on Spotify. I can just turn it on, turn on my microphone, and even if I just rolled out of bed, the audience don't know the difference. So Spotify, I can get away with more stuff. With YouTube and Facebook Live, no. Facebook, I'm still doing live streams on that platform. YouTube, I'm doing it what I'm doing right now, hard copy. This is all hard copy. And I'll edit it and then upload it. The problem with this new camera is it's too good. It's too good. So I will be thinking about getting a secondary camera just so I can do different camera angles and present a very unique effect from my television studio. I'm getting some software so I can set up, I can take live callers, I can have multiple people join me on a panel, just like Zoom. You know, you see people, 20 faces. Well, I'm not going to have 20 people. I'm probably limited to 4 or 5 people on my panel. And we'll do movie reviews, TV reviews. I mean, that's great. We can talk about social issues. Being able to have those people on my panel. Another thing I'm going to do is when I set the panel up, and it'll have to be rehearsed before we go live. Why do we rehearse it? So we know that everybody's software and internet connection is working perfectly. That's why you want to do a practice run before you go live on the air. That's what I hope to do. So I'm making this video because I was a spotlight speaker and I didn't have time to really go through and talk about what I really want to talk about. By doing it this way, I have more time, I can go into more depth. But one of the things I've learned is, in order to create a good channel and a good Facebook Live, like I said, branding. I've also decided to use my name, Jeremiah Youmans. So why do you use your name? Because Oprah uses hers and it works. That's her brand. I mean, and so since there's only 2 Jeremiah Youmans on the whole planet, I said, that's great. I'll be easy to find. I use the same name, Jeremiah Youmans, for YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. I'm only on 3 platforms. I am on Instagram. You'll find me there, but I rarely use Instagram. Once every 3-4 months, I might upload a picture. It's just, you're on too many platforms. It consumes too much of your time. I'd rather stay focused. For me, that's part of my business plan, is to stay focused. I'm on 3 platforms, and that's plenty. Some future point, I'd be simulcast. where I'm broadcasting on both Facebook and YouTube and possibly Spotify at the same time. I'm not at that point yet, but later on I hope to get to that point. Another thing I hope to get to later on YouTube is the Super Chats. That's another goal that I'm striving for. There's a certain look and feel that I'm looking for my live stream events on Facebook. For now, that's where I'll have my live stream. I intend to set the same time, same place. And I'm also going to start broadcasting possibly from a setup fan page. I'm still working on the fan page. Once the fan page is done, hopefully in the next 30 days, I will start broadcasting from the fan page before I get too much bigger. And I'll start building my audience there. I'll invite people, hey, come to my fan page for my live stream event directly from there. Why the fan page? Because I have unlimited followers. Whereas your regular Facebook page, you're limited to 5,000 friends. But on the fan page, it can be unlimited. And not only that, I can track all my analytics. I track my analytics on Spotify. I have software to do that. I use Spotify. I go through Anchor. Through Anchor, you can. It's easy to do. But I love the platform. Each platform right now, for the time being, I treat each of them a little differently. It'll be the same topic like last week. I talked about the labor shortage, right? So I talked about the labor shortage, and I did that for Facebook Live, and people were commenting. Then I did it for YouTube. I did it differently because it's hard copy, so I'm not interacting with the audience. Sometimes you got to be focused. Okay, it's best to do hard copy because, like I said, it keeps your attention focused on the camera. You're focused on the topic. You're not being distracted by all the comments coming in. On Facebook Live, I want to engage the audience. On YouTube, later on, yes. But right now, I engage you through when you write the comments after I've uploaded this. So please comment below. Smash the like button, but comment. That lets me know I'm engaging the audience. What do you think of the video quality? This is the new Canon G7 Mark II. I'll also be investing in another Canon for a secondary camera because I really need one. It never hurts to have a backup camera. It really doesn't hurt. I have a microphone system which will hook up to the tablet. The problem is it's a real iPad and it's a little bit big to haul around. I could break down and get an iPhone, but I don't need an iPhone. When the Canon will do everything I want it to do and the picture quality on this is so good, it's almost too good. It shows all my wrinkles and imperfections. I'm going, I need to get a filter. Zoom offers that. I can filter it a little bit, change my complexion, because we are a visual society. That's why I wear the colors. And like I said, this is going to be hard copy, so all I do is download it to this laptop over here. If you're going to do what I'm doing, you're going to set up a YouTube channel. I've been on YouTube for 13 years, so I've got one of the oldest channels. I'm already established, but I didn't have a written plan like I do now. And I may have to do this for a living because I don't know economically how long my employer would be around. They've been around a long time. But we've had a lot of problems with labor shortages, and I like to have other streams of revenue coming in. My wife and I, like I said, I do this artwork, right? And so the website I had, we had to take it down. We're going to build a new one that's totally Google compatible. My former website was namelessheroes.net, but now my new one will be jeremiahumans.com. So everything's going to be under my name. My fan page, you'll find me on. I'll be easy to find. I want to be found, and Like Oprah, hopefully it'll be just Jeremiah. But universally, you'll be able to find me. I hope to do more things for this channel. I just thought I'd come and talk to you for a few minutes, describe what my goals are. I did that in a video already, but I'm letting you know some updates. How I intend to do it. If you're going to start YouTubing, you're going to start a podcast, like I said, your fans need to know where and when you're having a live stream event. Some of these YouTubers do it all wrong. I'm going, if I knew when you were live streaming, I could have joined you. You can't just randomly do it. I need to know when to catch you. It's like, when are you going to do it? With me, I will tell you when. Friday night, 7 o'clock, Facebook, on my regular page. As soon as I get my fan page, it'll be under my name, Jeremiah Youmans, except it'll be Jeremiah Youmans fan page. It'll be, because there's only like 2 of me on the entire planet. So that's why I use my name, since there's not 10,000 of me roaming around. It's easy to do. Yeah, you want to be there for your audience, absolutely. And I hope to put out better YouTube videos in the near future. I'll depend on you to help me create content. I am self-funded, which means it's less likely I'll be canceled. I fund myself. I own my own corporation. I sell my artwork. I'm building a new website. I'll have a Teespring store, so that's how I'll make my money. How do you support me? By smashing the like button and commenting. Then you go to my Facebook page and you support my post. That builds my brand. So that's important. If you're going to do, you need to build your brand. I've got some ideas and concepts how to do that. My studio's not even complete yet. I'm already got offers to rent it. When I get the second camera set up, it's going to add more value to my studio. Another thing, if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. I did have a video camera that I attached to the laptop, and it was a piece of crap. Now that I got this Canon, I turn it on. It's like, oh my God, the picture's so good, it's almost too good. The problem with this particular Canon, it doesn't have an external mic. And so the new Canon I'll be getting, it will have an external mic. So I'll be able to do things and have better audio. The picture quality from this camera is just perfect. Almost too perfect. Because it shows all my wrinkles, all my imperfections. So I have to play with lights and shadows, and I've only got one soft light on. I turn the other 2 off because it's just too bright. Too bright. I can also control the brightness on this camera a little bit. I'm learning how to use it more and more, and I love it. So I'm going to have 2 Canons. So I'll be purchasing another one still. It's another $600 investment, but it's an investment because I'm investing in myself. Someone said, Jeremiah, would you invest $10,000 in? I said, well, I could go with Bitcoin or some virtual coin, whatever they want to call it. But no, I decided to invest money in myself. I am my own best investment. You know what? As far as financial advice, you are your own best investment. You could dump your money into real estate. You could dump your money into cryptocurrencies or whatever, silver, gold, whatever they're telling you, but your best investment is yourself. I've invested money in studio lights, and like I said, I own this artwork, so that's my product. And once the new website's set up, I'll be able to sell my artwork to anybody out there. And so this is my YouTube video. We're up to 20 minutes. I can see myself in the little camera. I can see how long I've been on the air. I just want to talk to you about my goals and what I'm doing, and if you want to start podcasting, it's going to require, there is a barrier to entry. You're going to spend at least $5,000, and to get a decent camera, decent microphones, laptop or desktop, you have to have everything together. Then you need to write down a written plan. A written plan. You're going to be out $5,000 before you get started. To start a decent YouTube channel or a decent podcast, expect to spend about $5,000. Because like I said, the laptop you're using, you have to, mine is custom built. It has all the ports that I need. It's got all the processing power, 16 gigs of RAM. I can add another 16 gigs of RAM if necessary. It's got what I need, plus I'm located in the right location. We're upgrading to 5G in 6 months in this neighborhood, so location, location, location. We are starting your podcast, or wherever you're shooting video, location's everything. Your studio that you're setting up, it's got to have the right location. You got to have the space, the time, the money to do it. There is a barrier to entry, and you have to be totally dedicated. So, and then you have to figure out a marketing strategy to build your network. You know, it takes time. Like I said, I've been on YouTube 13 years, but I never had a written plan. I didn't really have a clear path of what I wanted to do with my channel. All the videos I've uploaded, most of them were just for fun. I didn't really have a goal. I mean, I would upload videos and I'd never expect to get 1 million views. Like I said, I just uploaded videos just to upload videos, just for fun. I was just having fun. I wasn't out to make money, wasn't out to get subscribers. I didn't really have a clear path. But now I do, because I'm going to have to make a living at it. So I've got the time, the money, the resources, so I decided to invest in myself. I've got some serious upgrades. The studio's still being built. It's going to take a while to get it done. I'm going to probably end this video. It's already 22 minutes long, and I may do a part 2 just because I don't want it to be too long on how do you start podcasting. Like I said, the advice I've given so far is spot on. You know, like I said, people need to know where to find you, when to find you. Keep that in mind. You are competing with everybody else out there. Don't just throw a video out there and hope to God people are watching. The networks didn't do that. Johnny Carson didn't do that. Why should you? He was specific. You knew where and when he would come on. You knew who his guests were. You need to plan it. Plan it. If you're having a YouTube channel, don't just do a live stream. That's what I hate about some of these guys. They do live streams I can't tune in. I don't know when they're going to do it. When are you doing it? Tell me ahead of time so I can write it down. Oh, you're going to do Mondays at 5? Okay. I need to know that. Just saying. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I wish I had a remote for this thing. Oh, darn. Okay.